Hey there, welcome and welcome back. I hope everybody's doing good out there today. Today I'm going to be continuing my weekly Nightwish videos, and this week I'm going to be listening to Yours is an Empty Hope live at Wembley. This Wembley show is such a fantastic show. It's one of the big concerts everybody watches because the quality is just so incredible. I do know the song, obviously. This is off of their Endless Form's Most Beautiful album. I do know about the floor growling in the chorus, which I love. I can't get enough of. And it's really cool. I'm actually watching it off of the full concert, so I know they just came off of the opener, which was Shudder Before the Beautiful, and this is the second song. It was really cool that the first two songs they did for the concert were off of the brand new album at the time. This is just such a fantastic show, and I'm excited to watch this one again. So let me get to it real quick. I did want to remind you I do have a Patreon. The link will be down in the description. Most of my reactions go up there at least a day in advance, and if you join the Blades tier, you get 2 patron shout requests every month. Doesn't matter what it is, how obscure, how crazy it is. If you love it, I want to hear it. And if you just join the $1 tier, you do get a patron shout request for joining. If you want to donate a little bit more directly, I do have my PayPal and my Cash App down in the description, or you can use the super thanks on YouTube. Any request that comes in with a donation goes straight to the head of the line. I get to it as quick as I can, usually within just a day or two. But I really do appreciate any help y'all can give me. It really does mean the world. But anyways, let me go ahead and switch on over because I'm excited for this. It's such a great song. I can't believe I haven't done it. I've been doing this for almost a year, and this is my first. I haven't gotten to this song yet. So here we go with Yours is an Empty Hope live at Wembley.
And welcome to this unique Nightwish show here in a sold-out Wembley arena.
Now, real quick, I know it's just getting started. Wembley Arena. Is this a enclosed? I think I'm almost positive this is an enclosed space. Where is this in? Because the only concept I have of Wembley is the tennis tournament, which is obviously outdoors and huge stadiums. Where is this in relation to where they hold the Wembley tennis tournaments? I'm just curious. Every time I probably should have looked it up because it's been years that every time I hear her say "Welcome to Wembley," all I can think of, where is this? Is this where one of the places they hold this tennis tournament, or is this like an arena off to the side of the main area? But just let me know. Just curious.
Here in a sold-out Wembley arena. Just so you know, we will film this entire show with you here to immortalize this special moment. So let this become a night we shall never forget, okay?
I love the orchestration intro to the song. And then Impu into that dirty riff. Look at Tool Moscow and Floor going crazy.
Tear me to bits and join the scene of screaming verbal vanity. Jamming the words in your
Little growl in there. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about that growl. I've watched hundreds of reactions to this song, and when every time this first chorus comes up, I'm just eyeballing the reactor. It's like, do they realize it? Do they do they catch it? And a lot of them catch the growl, but they don't realize it's her. Which to me, it's obvious because Marco's voice is super unique. I recognize Marco's voice instantly anytime I hear him sing. And we know it's not Impu, we know it's not Kai, we know it's not Tuomas. It's got to be Floor. So it almost drives me nuts that when reactors don't catch that. But then I think about it and I'm like, okay, I understand. They're not most of the songs they've heard. By the time they get to this song, most of the songs they've heard are her singing beautifully, operatically, just pure, delicate, beautiful, powerful, straight tones. So they're not. They have no context to it. They don't understand that she can also growl and scream. But I love it when people do realize. I love that you can see it in their eyes, and their face changes for a second, and then it changes again because they're trying to wrap their brain around. Wait a minute, that's not Marco doing the scream. That's Floor. I love that realization on the reactor's face when they do realize that it's Floor doing the growls. Love the tempo changes. And Impu with that riff is dirty. Hold on, before it goes any further. I love what Marco's doing in this song. He's singing, but then while he's singing, he's also doing some pretty cool licks on his bass. And that bass always has such amazing tone. He has one of the best bass tones in music. It's so good. And then Kai's back there. I love watching Kai work. I love watching him play. Because a lot of times he'll have his eyes closed, and he's part of the drums, and he's just perfect. And then you got all the stuff that Tuomas is doing with the orchestration, all those hits that are going on behind the Impu's guitar, and it all fits together so perfectly. And then you've got Floor, and even in the verses, there's phrases she does. It's like almost delicate. And then the next phrase will have some fry into it. It's a little bit of that gravel coming into it. And then back to the delicate. I love how quickly she can switch between everything. So cool. So this band is fantastic. Want to see him live again. Listen to that bass. Marco's just thumping. Okay, before she starts screaming. I love this part. I'm going to back it up actually probably a lot. It's like super ethereal, and I love that a lot of this. I mean, it's very siren-like. It's trance. It's very trancy, but she's sliding up and down the notes, and she's not. She's very purposely not on key. She's dissonant, and then she's dissonant, gets up to be in tune, then she drops a little, and then goes over, and then she does that through the beginning of it, and then it pops up into the perfect boom, perfectly in key, power. You can feel it almost. You can tell she changes, whatever it is in her throat. She changes on, by no means any kind of a vocal expert. God knows nobody wants to hear me sing. But she flips something, and the sound becomes more pure, more powerful, more pointed, and perfectly in tune. And then at the end, she slides back off of that in tune, back to the dissonant, creepy, it's so cool. And then behind that, I mentioned it, Marco's bass is thumping. I love how thick it is during this section. Very cool. This is such a great. It's a great change up. The song is super hard and aggressive, and she's growling and all this, but then it drops into this very etheric, floaty section, and now it's about to drop back into that heavy stuff. Very cool. Off-key dissonance right here, and it's like a laser. Ugh. And then back, slidey dissonance, and then this. Little horror movie keyboard there. I love when she roars like that. So good. So good. Okay, that was wow. That was Nightwish. Yours Was Empty Hope live at Wembley. Badass song. I love what they do with that. That was I forget which song it was on the actual album, but it was kind of to show, hey, this isn't going to be. This is something new. You haven't heard this from Nightwish before. You haven't heard this aggression. You haven't heard this vocal technique from us. And it just shows how impressive, how amazing of a band they are. That I know about all the the troubles they were having, of course, with Floor coming in during the last tour before this. I honestly don't know how much of the of Endless Forms Most Beautiful had been written, or the ideas had been bouncing around Thomas's head with Annette in mind before everything that happened during that tour. And Floor came in, and Floor was made a full member of the band. I don't know if any of this had been working up in his brain before that. I know when he writes the albums, he basically sequesters himself and he focuses on the album, on the songs he's going to write for the next album. And then he brings in the rest of the band and starts slowly working it out through them. So I don't know if any of this had been thought of before Floor came in, or if this was 100% fresh with no inkling toward anything else but Floor singing it. And then I know, of course, the unfortunate process of Yuka having to bow out, and after they had already started the record, and then of course he brought in Kai. Kai is a really good friend of his, and then what the drums transformed to, because I love both those drummers. Kai and Yuka are both absolutely amazing drummers, but their styles are so different. I'm curious to see what the drums would have sounded like if Yuka had stayed in, rather than Kai. But Kai is an amazing drummer. I love his technique. I love how absolute perfect timed he is. He's a machine. He's a human metronome. But the whole process of writing that album, bringing in songs like this that Nightwish has never done anything like this before. I just loved it. I love the song. The whole album. I love this whole album. I know that some people don't care for it as much as other albums. I love it. I've loved everything Nightwish does. It's not really fair. I'm a huge fan, so I'm not really objective. I love this band. I love everything they've done. But anyways, I'm getting off. I'm getting off the trail. Love the song. Love what the band does to it. Yuka kills it. That is such a dirty, cool riff that goes through this whole song. Love it. Thomas, of course, is amazing. The way he writes and all the orchestration. That little section that's almost like a horror movie keyboard there toward the end. Very cool. Love everything about it. If you guys like this video, give it a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll talk to you next time.